guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm Anna, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my testimony. I've been wanting to film this video for such a long time. So excited I get to do this now and just talk to you guys about my walk with Jesus, my journey with Christ, and all the craziness that it's been. I do want to say, like, as a disclaimer, I'm not perfect. Yeah, we're going to get to sharing it. If we're going to start talking about my testimony, we gotta go back all the way to when I was like a child. So I was raised in a non-denominational household. For those of you who aren't familiar or don't know about non-denominational, everyone is basically welcome to go to church, and you can all praise and worship if you'd like. My family, we would mostly go to church like the holidays. We went to church mostly on Easter, Christmas. Sometimes we went on other holidays, and then sometimes we went on Sundays. My family, everyone was kind of to themselves, worshiping growing up. They'd sing along to lyrics, they'd bop their head. So that's kind of the environment I grew up in. Knew how to truly worship until I got older. Also, while I was growing up, I went to church camps ever since kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. I love the church camps. I think it taught me so much about the Bible. And I don't know if this is the exact time I got saved. When I was at a church camp in 7th grade, we had this worship band playing. And I was surrounded by all these middle schoolers. They were crying, praising their hands up. I was like, what in the world is going on? I felt the Holy Spirit move me, and I put my hands up, and I began to stop with everyone else. And then I don't know who it was, one of the counselors was like, if you want to get saved, pray this prayer and you will get saved, and something along those lines. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I got saved. One thing that I kind of didn't understand at that point was good and bad, and be a good person and do good deeds and be like, that'll get me to heaven. But honestly, you have no idea. I kind of had that mindset after I got saved. So after that, when I would do a bad deed, I would constantly rededicate myself to God, because I would do it over and over and over again. And it was like, are you good, sis? Are you good? Just kept doing it and didn't understand. I would just tell people I'm a Christian and then do something bad and be like, oh my gosh, let me rededicate my entire life back to Christ. I quickly realized what I'd done, and I stopped doing that. Go into high school, so I brought up a lot about Christian church camps, and let me tell you, they play another huge part within my testimony. Summer of my freshman year, I was very heavily involved in theater as a freshman, so I would find anything I could to do theater. So I tried to find affordable summer camps to go to. And then Liberty University popped up with their Acting Uncut. Now it's Theater Uncut. And I was like, Jesus, theater, good price, that's it. So I was so hooked and ready. I went to the camp. I still had a lot of tendencies of my past, growing up when I was a child, where I was very hesitant to worship. But everyone around when I was there, the counselors and faculty and staff, were all great. And they emphasized the importance of worshiping. And I was like, what in the world? This is wonderful. We can just worship freely and not be afraid. We start worshiping freely at that camp until night when our worship band came, and I was so motivated to stand up by the Holy Spirit. And I started bursting out crying. She was a mess that night. That's okay, because Jesus. And then I am on an uneven piece of ground. This is so weird. Okay, after that experience and getting to perform a show that glorified Christ, I was so sold. I was like, I'm gonna keep coming back. So I did, and I went freshman year, sophomore, and junior year. After all that time of coming to the camp, I was like, you know what, how about I just apply and audition for their theater program? So I did, and then I heard back a couple months later. I heard back about the university, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to a Christian college. What in the world? Fall 2020 was very weird. Freshman year, first semester was very weird with COVID and everything. It was so weird. During that time period, I felt so isolated and alone. I had great friends. I also didn't find the friend group I really needed until second semester freshman year. I met a wonderful hall. That semester I got baptized. I got baptized at my local church. It was crazy. It was a whirlwind. Currently, I'm working on finding stillness and God's presence through quiet times, which it's really hard for me to find quiet times because I gotta keep busy all the time. It's really hard for me to find moments of peace, and that's what I'm working on right now during this period. But yeah, it's been quite a journey, and I'm so grateful for God, who really has shown his mercy and grace through my period of life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have wanted to film this video for such a long time, and I'm so glad I got to do it. Hope you all enjoyed. Bye.